Hey guys, what's up? It's XTI. I'm here to tell all my fellow nerds everything that's going on in the gaming world that you may not know. For the first thing today, apparently the company that made the Secret World got raided by the Norway police recently, and apparently it's over like money, about like how much money they were supposed to be like using and how much what they were doing with their money a couple months before the game came out and a month or two afterwards the game came out. Apparently, a whole bunch of people that was actually investing into the game sold a lot of their stock, like before. I mean, yeah, before the game came out. Sorry, he sold a lot, and that made obviously other people sell their stock also, which obviously would destroy a company. So the game is doing really bad right now. It's already like on rocky ground. It's not having a lot of people playing, and there's barely any new people going into it. It went from subscription and you have to buy to play buy the game to just buy to play. It's really doing bad right now, and the fact that the company is having such a hard time even right now is a really bad thing for the game and for the company. Period. To me, what I think happened is that they realized that the game was going to be shit. They realized that the game was not going to last from how it is, and they said, "Fuck it, I'm not going to stay here and let the stock drop. I'm going to sell everything I can now to get out of the game." But since it was the developers and the makers of the game that did this, it was technically illegal or something like that. I'm not really sure about the details of the no way like laws and stuff like that, but that's what I think happened. I think that uh, another news: that Microsoft stores have started to accept other consoles to pay for the Xbox One. If you trade in a PS3, Xbox, or whatever Xbox 360, it will give you $100 towards buying an Xbox One. Now, this is true. You could go online, look it up yourself. It's on IGN. It's on like just a lot of every other newscasting website. But it is insane to me. That's pretty much saying that like, hey guys, quit playing. We need you to buy our shit. Basically, now for me, honestly, I'm a PS4. I'm a PS4 guy. I don't have a PS4, but I'm more of a Sony fanboy just because what Xbox tried to pull doesn't fit with me well. It's like someone raping you and be like, "Can we be best friends?" And then you're like, "Yeah, sure. I guess." I mean, if you say you regret it and you're sorry, all right, I can't stay mad at you forever. It's pretty much what I think happened with anyone that's still supporting Xbox after what they tried to do. Now, that doesn't mean that my opinion's unbiased. I mean, it looks really bad as a company to accept your competition's game to help buy your game, if that makes sense. It just doesn't make sense to me why Microsoft would try to do something like this. And I'm sure lots of people are doing it, but it just looks really bad on their part to say like, hey, like, hey, we'll even set PS3s. Like, come on, we need to get rid of this shit. Like, we've made too much. Like nowadays, Xbox Ones are all over the place. You can buy them. PS4s, nowhere to be found. You might find one or two in like a Target or Best Buy or something like that, but you won't see them out and about, and you won't see them. You rarely see them online unless you're trying to buy like a used one off Craigslist or something like that. But usually you won't see them brand new in the stores for a while now. You haven't. For a couple months afterwards, you haven't. It came out in November. It was nowhere to be seen in November. December was nowhere to be seen, especially with Christmas. In January, it's still really hard to get one. PS4 is doing really good. Apparently, in the UK, they're selling 1.5 PS4 consoles to one to Xbox. So pretty much every Xbox One that someone bought 1.5 of another one, I guess. But after a certain amount of time, after a certain amount, like if you add all of, that PS4 is pretty much winning. 1.5 to 1, that's a huge lead. Two Xboxes, that's like three. That's three PS4s. So it keeps going up and up and up like that, where the PS4 will eventually start getting more and more ahead. But Xbox One is still doing its thing. It's still selling Xboxes. It still has its fanboys, and people still love its lineups. But for me, I think it's really stupid decision on their part to try to do something like this. I mean, they might find it smart to make it more available by reducing the cost by $100, because the price for $500 is ridiculous. $100 is coming from the fucking camera, and the camera's shit anyways. You can watch all the reviews you fucking want on the fighting games and every other Kinect bullshit that came out for the Xbox One. The Kinect is shit. Not worth $100. All the bullshit they were saying about, oh, it's more stronger this time. It can sense more motion. It can do this. It's still bullshit. You can go to Angry Joe's channel, look at one of his reviews of one of the games, and you'll clearly see that he was doing nothing. He's just standing there, and the guy was fucking swinging like he was on crack or something. It's totally bullshit. It's not worth it in my opinion. There are other games that may be worth the $500 for the Xbox One. Probably like Rise, but that got a bad review also. And everyone's waiting for Titanfall, which I'm hearing is just pretty much like a COD with mechs. Specifically saying that the people that made COD made, Titanfall. Now, the gameplay maybe look cool and stuff like that if you're into mechs and robots and other shit like that. But for me, it's not for me. I don't really like it. I don't really like mechs, I guess. When I was a kid, maybe. Zoids, fucking Gundam, you were my thing. But I'm older now. Mechs aren't as cool to me anymore. What I'm looking forward to is Watch Dogs, Destiny, The Division, big boy stuff. But never mind than that, the Xbox One is holding its own. It's definitely doing way better than the Wii U, for damn sure. But I think it's still weird for a company to do that. But in other news, Superman versus Batman, I believe the name was the movie of. The name of the movie was, sorry, or that's what it was titling it anyways, has got extended for 10 months. So if you were really excited to watching it, you now have to watch it 10 months. For anyone that's me that's around my age, we can literally been saying that we've been waiting for this movie for 3 years. Literally saying that we've been waiting for this movie for 3 years. That's basically you going into high school as a freshman, and then around the end of your junior year, starting your senior year, that's when the movie comes out. That's how long of a wait we have in store for you. So I think it's bullshit, but I don't want it to rush perfection. If you guys are gonna make this fucking movie amazing, bigger than Avatar, make more money than fucking what is it? Titan? Not Titan. I forgot the movie name, but one of the other big movies that made a lot. If you're gonna make a movie like that, then by all means. But if it's shit, I swear to fucking Christ, I will rage. Those superhero movies are a lot for me. We grew up with that. With Nintendo 64, Sega, PS1 and PS2 games, all you had was like Batman games, Superman games, Spider-Man games. That's all you had. Even though they may have been shit in retrospect, but it was still my childhood. I still had fun. I didn't know different. So those kind of superheroes are really, really big for me, I'm really a big Superman and Batman fan. I won't go into, who would win or which one I choose over the other. I'm just both fan, okay? But in the fact that, they extended it really hurts. Really hurts because I was really excited to watch that. But I have a lot of other superhero movies that are coming out that I guess I could be content with until that one comes out. But they better not fuck it up, man. Oh, God, I hope not. But anyways, guys, that was your news for today. If you like my video, be sure to subscribe. If you don't, be sure to subscribe. And be sure to check out my new live streaming website. Well, it's not mine anyways, but it's a new live streaming website that's trying to be in competition with Twitch. Twitch is another live streaming website where you can go and watch games and stuff like that. Watch pro players play games or just watch entertaining people play whatever games that they're playing, for anyone that doesn't know. But Hitbox is Hitbox TV. I'll have a link to my live stream in the description. But it's pretty much like another Twitch, except for it looks obviously totally different and all the other stuff like that. But people are actually starting to go to it instead of Twitch, simply because, actually, guys, I'll say that too for another video. I'll make it right after this one. I'll make it part 2 or something. But yeah, we'll see what happens with these movies. We'll see what happens with these games, and any updates come up, I'll be sure to let you guys know first. MXTI. Look out for my other video. I'm out.